Oh, hello there. Yes, well, it is officially the weekend, I guess for you lot. It's been mine for ages. Hooray! Yes, it's going to be lovely weather today, so yeah, going to get the washing on the line and, well, get out there and do things, I suppose. Anyway, I was sort of pondering with doing a variety of different subjects today because I was hoping that a couple of tribunals in and around sort of sexuality and Christians and employment free speech issues were going to come to a head yesterday, but they didn't, unfortunately, so this one's a bit of a filler, I'm afraid. It would be worthwhile revisiting badly AI'd pictures that the right-wingers want to post up. Yeah, because I've been collecting them over time. So from the recent sort of St George's Day and Easter break, I thought we'd have this fine selection. The first one is Jesus on a very, very extended Parliament Green being attacked by soldiers because they're trying to warn him not to eat the Easter eggs that have got this silver foil wrapper on. You know when you get that aluminium in your teeth and it's really horrible? Yeah, I don't blame them. Those jets are a bit low, though. Yeah, very odd, that one. Talking very odd, there was this one. There was that news about potentially having elephants at Buckingham Palace, and I think it was from around about this time. But you've got all the kind of usual right-wing elements here of suggesting that London gets taken over by people. However, the problem is with this one that you've got these enormous elephants and very macabre other animals, which are kind of like something out of, I don't know, a X-Men movie. They're sort of mutated types. It doesn't quite work at all, although I do like the dome on Buck Palace. I think that works, yeah? And the idea of just having a big fun fair there, I think it's a brilliant idea. Why not, eh? After all that hoo-ha about St George's Day and St George's Day and God, people being concerned about the flag. It's astounding how many of these right-wingers really don't care about mucking around with the colours. And there's good old Winston Churchill. We'll come back to him. Yeah, for some bizarre reason, Turning Point did this one, which is I don't know, the cast of Spamalot. I had no idea when I just stare at this for ages. I have no idea what it's trying to say, bearing in mind all the litter and beer cans that are there. What exactly is going on? And what's the eagle? It's just, I don't know. It's just very, very strange. Anyway, moving on from them, obviously. Darren Grimes managed to get in on the act, but like a lot of people, Darren really doesn't know anything about history because, you know, he didn't finish his education. So whilst this is rather a lovely shot, and yes, I do agree it's rather a beautiful flag, I'd really love to have a cross of St George flag like that. The problem here is the whole cross thing, which some idiot has decided to put in. Winston Churchill was famously at best agnostic, a man who was devoutly not religious. Sorry, you don't get to claim him. And we move on to the joys that we get from Britain First. Yes, who, once again, history isn't kind. In terms of their knowledge. Britain First. Remember when Sweden used to be famous for Vikings? No, Paul, we don't. It never was famous for Vikings. That's Norway. It's about like arguing about that Liechtenstein is famous for chocolate and cuckoo clocks. You're thinking of somewhere else, mate. And yeah, this one as well, which I just thought was unintentionally hilarious. So, the Islamic call to prayer inside an empty Wembley Stadium. Seriously, what's the point? This is grandstanding, nothing more. Yes, Paul, it's a working definition of grandstanding because that's what the word means. That's what it comes from, is to stand grandly in a stadium or other large area. That's exactly what grandstanding is. But Paul actually doesn't know that? No. Anyway, we also get, Turning Point, who posted this up. Somebody thought this was a really good idea, but it falls down at the first hurdle. If someone placed 100 Smarties in front of you and told you one was poisoned, would you eat any of them? No, obviously not, is the answer to that. If I say 1 in 10 illegal migrants is a danger to British citizens, why would we allow any of them to stay here? When will our safety become a priority? Now, on its own, that seems perfectly reasonable, sort of. But the problem with it is the majority of crime is committed by indigenous white people who were born here. All right, that's where crime is. So it's not 1 in 10 Smarties or 1 in 100 Smarties. It's 94 Smarties, roughly. Yeah, it just doesn't work as an analogy. Yes, and moving on to some other things. This one, right? Okay, somebody had obviously asked an AI program to have British lions fighting off sort of other beasts, but it's a bit Planet of the Apes, and it just doesn't work, right? Okay, because you've got these lions next to some chimpanzees, and they're not really fighting them, are they? It's not how it... Well, it just doesn't work, no. And my favourite, there's this one, okay? You'll notice the Houses of Parliament, okay? Now, British serviceman comes home from Afghanistan to realise that he's got an awful lot of paternity suits waiting for him. But the thing I love most about this is some of the faces of the people in the crowd. This squaddy isn't particularly fussed about what sexual relationships he has anyway. Oh dear God. I could just stare at this one for ages. The more I think about it, the more it just makes me laugh. It's like, oh God, I'm home and now I'm going to have to pay for all of this lot. Yes, indeed. Anyway, on that bombshell, I'd better leave it. Do have a lovely, nice warm day. Make the best of it. It's going to be blowy tomorrow, yeah.